Hey everyone, what is going on? My name is Dancer, and welcome back to another video. Today, I wanted to show you my build of Blackwell Academy here. Of course, it's from Life is Strange. If you've played Life is Strange, you know that. If you haven't, well, you should go play that game because it's great. So, figured I'd just walk you through my my build here, give you a little tour. That shouldn't be there. Pretend you didn't see that. Figured I'd give you a tour, kind of my insight as to how I went about building it, and all that good stuff. So, if you want to check it out, you can. There will actually be a download link in the description down below. I'm playing on Windows 10, so I'm going to try to put a download link out for that, as well as for Java. So if you are playing on Bedrock on a device that is able to download worlds, like Windows 10 and Pocket Edition, you can download this world. And if you're playing on Java, I'm going to try to get a download link for you guys as well. This is what it looks like from above. As you can see, we got the courtyard, we have the main building here, we got the pool, the parking lot, and the dorms. And you know, one of the things about Life is Strange that it kind of irks me a little bit is there's so many design inconsistencies, right? So, for example, one of the big ones is I think there's a world map at one point, or like a campus map that shows that there's another building back in this area right here. I didn't build that, obviously, because we don't really know what it is. No science point to what it is, so I just didn't build it. There's also at one point, if you look out from Miss Grant's classroom, the science room, which I'll show you in a little bit, you can kind of see another building back behind that as well, but you also don't see this little ending piece of the building here. So there's a lot of design inconsistencies. The roof up here being one of them, right? This roof looks a little different. This window over here in the boys' dorm, you know, if you look out of it, you see a bunch of like shrubbery and stuff, and it's different from Life is Strange and Life is Strange Before the Storm, I believe. So there's just a lot of weird things that don't make any sense whatsoever. That's one of the things to keep in mind while I show you this build, is that I'm really proud of it. You know, I think it looks good, and I think it serves its purpose, which for me is I wanted to build this in my survival realm, which I've actually started doing. I finished all the buildings. I haven't done the interior of the pool and the dorms yet, though, but everything else is finished, and it serves its purpose. You know, I wanted it to be like a functional quote-unquote school that you could walk into, you can go into the classrooms and check it out. But that's kind of my goal. Look at that. Look at these goofballs up here. Unbelievable. But that was my goal. And so, you know, when you're doing that, you want it to look good, but you also want it to function. And so I had to take some creative liberties, and I kind of had to change some things. So you'll notice the windows right here go all the way up to the part that sticks out. And it's not like that in game, I don't think. I think the windows actually, they're brought in a little bit more. They probably end about like right here. So, and they also don't start as close to the door as they do here. But I wanted to make it functional, like I said. And you don't want to make it too big. It already, in my survival world, it takes up an entire island. I had to flatten out an entire island and then just build it on there. And I don't have any more room, so I built it about the right size. Another thing to keep in mind is that some of these flags, for example, or some of the builds, including these flags, are kind of ideas that I saw from other people's builds, and I was like, you know what, that's kind of cool. So I took it and built it into my own, maybe changed it a little bit. I can't remember about the flags. I know I got like the actual flag waving itself, but you know, I changed some of them from being the American flag to the Blackwell flag like it is in game, and whatnot. So yeah, like I said, I built the entire thing. I'm pretty sure I'm the only person to have built the entire thing inside and out. That was what I wanted. I wanted interiors and exteriors for both. So I figured, you know what? Let's do it. I'm going to take you guys down here into the courtyard, and you can kind of check it out real fast. You can see that, you know, we have paintings and stuff. The paintings, I believe, in-game are Mark Jefferson's, which, of course, if you played the game, you know that these paintings, you know, they kind of fit with the type of person he is. You got the trash cans, the benches, got the little lights. And so I tried to make it, again, as authentic as I possibly could to the game itself. Now if we head inside, you'll notice that the insides are a little bare. They're not perfect, but they are what they are. And there's a cow in here. Look at that. How beautiful. Anyways, they're not perfect, but I made them as close as I possibly could. So you come in here, you got Principal Ray Wells' office. Of course, you have like his little secretary out here. I think in game there's like a little bathroom back here, but you can't actually enter that here in Minecraft because I didn't really know how to go about building that with the window right there, so I just omitted it. And then in here you have the actual office, which of course is missing the fancy chair. I think Chloe already stole it in this playthrough of the game, so you know, that's why it's not there. Just think of it that way. Another thing to note is very important is the paintings. So the clock and the bookshelf here are both paintings. I'm using the city texture pack in this world. You know, that's what it was designed for. So if you have that, you can use it, and that's what it looks best in. If not, you're gonna have a bunch of goofy paintings all over the place. Some of the glowstone stuff might look a little weird being in the room because that's glowstone, those are lights. And so, you know, it's built to be functional in my survival world. That's why I built all of this. So I built it with that intent. And it might not look good in vanilla texture packs or any other texture packs you might have. So keep that in mind. If it looks goofy, it's probably because of that, or just because I can't build to save my life. So over here we have the men's restroom, which of course you never see in game, but there is a map, a reference map that you can check out in game. I'll throw it up on the screen now maybe, and you can kind of see, like I was talking about, the restroom inside Principal Raywell's office. There's a bunch of other rooms that are labeled that you never get to check out. So like this one right here is a storage room. I actually don't think this one is on the map. I think there's like a staircase intended to be here, but I don't know exactly how that worked out in game, so I omitted that. I didn't build that, but we'll go back here now. As you can tell, there's a staircase going up like you see in game, and then over here you got a supply closet. That's something I built. All of this is going to be stuff I built. You got the maintenance closet, which looks exactly the same. Ignore that. You have Mr. Jefferson's office, which, again, I thought that painting was pretty fitting. A little desk here, got a little table. Who knows what he does back here, but it's there. Back here you got the business offices, so I don't know exactly what goes on here either, but business things. So like I said, you know, a lot of this game, you don't see a lot of what's built. You know, we've explored half of it. We've checked out the girls' bathroom. We've been here in the lobby. We've been in the principal's office. There's a closet here I built, so that's that. But in terms of what you can check out, you have the science class here, which is one of the other things you can go in for a brief moment. Like I said, the view looking out from the science class in this is going to be much different than looking out from it in the game. So, and of course, across the way here, you have art class. This is Mr. Jefferson's class. I don't have the exact amount of tables, I don't think. You know, it's not perfect, but it works. Again, function over design sometimes has to be the approach. I try to keep it as possible, or as close as I possibly could, but, you know, sometimes it doesn't always work out. So, got a little storage room back here. That's pretty cool. And voila, that's that. So back here, I think all of these, this is a little closet here again. Storage. I think these two are classrooms. Nothing too special. Let's go in. Got a little lectern there. That's kind of something I ended up using quite often. You can see another one. This is the only room that has a fish tank in the main campus building. So, anyways, if we hop over to the other side, the other wing now, you'll see that there is a cafeteria. So, there's that. Pretty neat stuff. Then you have the kitchen back here. So, these are on the map. Once again, it's what I modeled a lot of this off of. So if you're wondering how I came up with that, it's either on the map or I made it up myself. And you got some more classrooms here. Because all of this you never see, right? All of this is blocked off. You never really see any of this. More classrooms, another little closet. Again, classroom. This is a computer lab, something a little different. I use, again, like the paintings as computer monitors. Or use the monitor in the paintings as, you know, a monitor. So, there you go. Again, another classroom, nothing too special. But of course, on either side, on this end of the wing, or down all the way over there, you have a staircase that goes up, as well as there's one in the middle. You have a boardroom on either side, so this is number 2. There's another one way down the hallway, that is number 1. Come down here, you got culinary class. See, up here I got a little bit more creative. I started making classrooms because I wanted to make them a little different than, you know, just desks and stuff. So, got a culinary class here. I've never taken one, so I don't know what a classroom like that looks like. Got a design class again. This is more like a graphic design sort of thing. You know, I took a course like that in high school, and I had my teacher's room had monitors on the outside, you know, computers on the outside that we'd actually do the designing on, and then there were some tables and desks and stuff in the middle of the room that you'd use to design stuff by hand, or, you know, do like paperwork or whatever. So again, just a bunch of different classrooms. Entrepreneurial class, once again, takes from my high school experience. There was an entrepreneurship class in my my high school, and they had like little food booths in there for seating, so I decided to build that here because why not? Another standard classroom. Got a testing room. You know, my school had rooms that were no longer being used for classrooms because they're older, so they'd turn them into like testing rooms. So you go in there and you take tests. You got the staff lounge, so you got some microwaves, some ovens. You got a TV. You got some bookcases, couch, all that good stuff. Lots of fun stuff. And back here, you have a TV as well. Some paintings, and this is gonna connect down to across from the main doors. So there you go. All 3 staircases. One here, the one we came up down there, and then one more down that way as well. Alright, and then in the final wing, you know, you have a couple more classrooms. You got a library here. So, you know, come here, you can check out a book, return it into this chest when you're done, and then you can leave. We got a detention room, you know, again, taking from my high school experience. This is kind of what one of the detention rooms was like. I think it was in my middle school, so I don't know what it was like in my high school. Never visited. Got a shop class, which, I don't know, there's a lot of weird things in here. I don't know if I'd want to be in this shop class. You might get blown up, but hey. We got a little bit of a different classroom here, kind of more of like a college-style classroom. So, there's that. Nothing too fancy about it, but it is what it is. You got a boardroom number 1, and then down here you have a clay sculpture class, and so you got some tables. You build your little clay statues. I could have built like a kiln, is that what it's called? The thing you put it in. But I didn't because I'm an idiot. Back here, you just got another classroom. So, as you can tell, the school is pretty diverse. You know, I got a couple of different things going on, but there's also a lot of standard classrooms and closets and stuff. But it is what it is. Again, like I said, the interior isn't the best, but I tried my hardest, and so I think that's what counts, right? Moving on, you know, we come outside back into the courtyard. Over here, you have the swimming pool. So you enter through the front doors. You got a little entry room. You hop into this room right here. I had to switch this room around a little bit. I can't remember the exact reasons why, but I had a vending machine here. It belongs in this side of the room, actually, and I can't remember why I switched it, but I did for some reason. So there was a reason why, though. I think it was because there's a trash can that was supposed to be on this side, and I didn't have enough room to put it if I put the vending machine there. Anyways, this is where Chloe asks you if you want to go into the men's locker room or the women's locker room. Of course, you got the lifeguards room, so you can see through. You know, these are exactly the same. You got some lockers here. Of course, lockers are kind of hard to build in Minecraft, so I just built chests with cement around them because, you know what, why not? You got the men's locker room. It's blue. Women's is red. You come in here and you have bathrooms. So you got your little bathroom stalls. You have a little urinal here for the men. And the women's bathroom, I think, actually has 3 stalls. You got a mirror here. You got some showers. And then you have the pool. But let's check out the women's stuff real fast. See, got the showers here. Got a sink there. And yeah, there are 3 stalls here. So, again, it's not perfect, but it is as close as you can get. And then here's the lifeguard's office. You know, in the game, you come in here, and I think there's like a box right about here that you flip on the lights, and it lights up the pool, which is right out here, as you can tell. So, you know, this is obviously modeled after the pool when you're in it swimming, not the Vortex Club party, But you got some diving boards over here. You got a bigger diving board right here. I don't love the design of this. I think it looks a little goofy, but it is what it is. And then, of course, you got the pool you can go around swimming in if you'd like. And that's all of the pool you explore in the game. But there's obviously more because there's some bleachers up above that you can see. And there are doors. So obviously, people have to get in from somewhere, right? So I decided to make this area back here the main entrance. So you have some, like, I don't know, these are like trophy stands, I guess, or trophies. It's kind of like a trophy hall. And then you enter in the pool from there. Down here, there's some storage stuff, so, you know, just got chests and shelves and whatnot. We have a bat infestation problem. It's a slight issue, but you know what? Just keep them locked in there and it's fine. And then up here, you have where you go to get to the bleachers. So you got a door here. You have some doors down here as well. So if you're an audience member, this is where you'd come. And then there's also some offices up here. Cliche offices. Office number 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so, you know, they're all similar, but I try to make them all somewhat different. I think all the paintings are different, but the desks and stuff are the same. So there's that. That's the entire interior of the swimming pool. And of course, if you're wondering where this is at, this will take you outside, back behind the parking lot. Over here is where you actually enter for the Vortex Club party. And of course, this walkway is kind of where you're walking with Max and Chloe towards the end of episode 4 when you're going to the Vortex Club party from the parking lot, which is right here. So, I might have mentioned this already. I don't remember if I did or not, but you know, there's a lot of inconsistencies, including, you know, the pathway from here to the main campus. And so I had to kind of choose the way I liked best, and based on what other people had done, and I kind of created my own little thing. I can't remember exactly how I went about doing that, but it is what it is. So let's go check out the dorms now, shall we? So the dorms, of course, when you come over to the courtyard, you walk through here, and you get the little covered area, the little covered walkway. I don't know if it's meant to be like a walkway or a driveway, but you have this area here, and it's pretty cool. I like it. And then you move into, of course, the courtyard for the dorms. Now, I realize this is a little small. This should be longer. It should probably be a little wider. It should probably come out to about here. The problem I had with that was, once again, consistency over design and whatnot, or design over consistency. This building was meant to, it sticks about right here in game, and I couldn't design this part to be small enough to actually warrant this being longer, because it had to fit right here. So, you know, I had to make this area a little bit shorter than it's supposed to be, but you never explore that area earlier, or anyways, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, out here you got the little courtyard. You got the little totem pole sort of thing. I did find this on a YouTube video, I believe, so you can look that up if you'd like. But that's that. Over here you got Samuel's little area. You know, you just got some shelves and whatnot. Nothing too special here. It's kind of hard to fill a room with garbage in Minecraft, because that's what his room is filled with. It's like a bunch of random objects and garbage. Now the dorms, again, I was talking about inconsistencies, and the dorms are really weird, because if you look at the men's or the boys' dorms from Life is Strange, you know, you'll notice that, like, there's no entrance except for on the very left side. But in game, whenever you go into the boys, dorms, you enter through this main door here, and then it kind of puts you all the way down here, which doesn't make much sense to me. You know, you walk through iron doors and whatnot, but you know, the dorms are a little weird, so I completely changed how the boys' dorm looks compared to in-game. The girls is a little bit more accurate, but the boys I kind of changed. So you walk in through the main doors here, and you have, of course, you have the boys' showers. So you come in here, and there's the showers, very similar to the girls' showers that are right above us. We'll check those out in a minute. Got the boys' bathroom. There you go. Got a peek at that. And then all of these are just different dorms. Now, each dorm room I designed to be different. You know, each one will have something different in it. They all have a common theme. You know, like this thing right here that you see is going to be in every single dorm room. But, you know, sometimes they'll look a little different. And, you know, it's kind of cool. So, like, that one is on the other side. So, I'm not going to walk through every single room. If if you'd like to check out every single room, you can do that on your own. Down here, though, we have iron doors, and then you have some smaller rooms. Of course, you do at one point see Principal Wells trying to get into this area, which again doesn't exactly make a whole lot of sense in the context of the game, but it's fine. So I assumed that these little rooms here are going to be for like either the teachers are staying here, or maybe they have a late night and they don't want to go home, so they just come and they chill out in one of these rooms for the night, and that's where they stay. Of course, you have a staircase here, which I'll go back up in a little bit. Oops, didn't mean to place that. Of course, you got classrooms and stuff all down here, and you move down to this side, which is the stairway to go up to the dorms room, or the girls' dorms. So you got a vending machine down here as well. You got a TV, kind of a lounge area, just to kind of hang out for the boys. And then up here, you have the same thing for the girls. Got a little lounge, just kind of a nice area to hang out. You got some storage up here as well, right there. And then over on this side, there's also some storage, or for supplies and whatnot. So there you go. Now we get into the part that is actually playable in game, and that is the girls' dorms. So, if I haven't already mentioned it, none of the rooms are going to be accurate except for Max's, which is right here, 219. I tried to make this one as close as I could. Obviously, it's not perfect, but you know, she has a little bed with a little nightstand on it. She has a mirror. She got her closet, a couch. She got the plant that you can either let live or die. Got a desk and stuff. You got a Skype notification popping up. Fun stuff. Anyways, like in game, this would be Victoria's room, I think, but this looks nothing like her room. You got Kate's room. You got Dana's room, which all look different. So you got the girl showers. Of course, you got a little table here. Yeah, nothing too special, but I thought it's fun. So I think I've shown you everything now. I think that's about it. So like I mentioned, this world is available for download for Windows 10, and I'm going to try to make it for Java. I don't know if I'm going to be able to at the time of recording this, but there will be a link for it below if it is possible. If you'd like to see the building of this video, or the building of this place, let me know. I do have some like behind the scenes stuff I can upload as well, so you can kind of get a better idea of how I went about building it, if you'd like to see that. But again, it's available for Windows 10. You want to use the City Texture Pack if you're interested in building it for yourself. I'm not going to have a tutorial, but you can copy that world, and you know, if you want the total length of the blocks, you got 280 blocks long going this way. That's the entire length, and then you got 100 blocks width. So it's a pretty big build. And if you want to check it out, again, there's a download. Use the City Texture Pack. And if you'd like to feature the world in anything, you know, if you use it to build like an adventure map, or if you're just doing a map showcase or whatever, I'd appreciate if you left a link to this video in that. Anyways, that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, let me know by hitting that like button. You can leave a comment if you'd like. Tell me what you think. You know, feel free to take this map and do what you will with it. You know, change it up, make it your own. If you don't like something I did, change it, show me. I'd love to see what you guys do differently. But that is it. That is Minecraft Blackwell Academy from Life is Strange. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.